Viewer discretion is advised.
You're fat, ugly, balding, and too old for YouTube. I thought after roasting my last hate comments, things would change. But it seems I'm still hated. What's up everyone, I'm Mr. G. It's been a while since I've done a reacting to my comments video, so I thought it was high tide I did another one. So let's wind that clock back a few months, shall we? Starting with my cock of the month about Geordie TV called VidCon Transphobe Prankster, I got a lot of flack from his fandom, including comments like these. Don't give up your day job. Well, doing YouTube is a hobby, so I won't be giving up my day job anytime soon, but thanks for your concern about my employment. Also, if videos like this upset people like you, then my job here is done. Loser! Just because I pissed all over your hero doesn't make me a loser. Just a bitter, jealous old man. Not bitter, nor jealous, and not old. I'm 51. I hardly call that old. Okay, boomer. Not a boomer. I was born in '69. That makes me Generation X. At least get it right if you're going to play the boomer card. I also got a load of comments that I have no idea what the hell it means. Geordie gang!
What?
Geordie gang!
Yeah, I thought that's what you said. What the fuck does it mean?
Geordie gang, baby!
I'll repeat it. What the fuck does it mean?
So that was a taste of Geordie TV's fans and their assault to my channel. Moving on to my next video that took a lot of flack was a video called I'm Coming Out, ... In this video I've made light of True George's claim that I was a camp gay guy.
True News needs to be more like this. This is what it would be like if you and I were, and I'm going to make a wild jump here.
40?
I was going to say gay, but fair enough. This
Are
definitely
you saying
isn't me.
he's gay?
No.
NYPD just loves the police. He's an off-duty police officer.
Yeah, that's it.
It attracted comments like these. You got upset with someone for pretending to be gay at a pride parade. Then you went and did the same thing with a clickbait title. What a vile human being. You clearly missed the point of the video, because not once did I pretend to be gay, and if you did watch the video, you must have missed the point of the joke entirely. Saw the title and figured it was about time he came out of the closet. And again, another person who didn't watch the video, because I never said I was gay. Also, you're one of Geordie TV's fans, and you're obviously upset because I insulted your hero. Next up is a comment from Cock of the Month Corona Numpties, including Donald Trump, and I got a juicy comment from one of my constant whinging fan. I'm disappointed in your video. Did even think about how people would react. Do you think it's a good idea to mock Trump right now? America has a low count of coronavirus, where Canada has a higher count, and it keeps on rising. The Wuhan market has just opened up again. Why didn't you talk about that? We just had another death in Canada because Vancouver is on a lockdown. I'm just not sure if Cock of the Month was such a good idea this month, man. Dude, it's not about who's a dickhead at the moment. Many people are struggling, and this isn't a way to go about it. Let's address each of your points, shall we? Is it a good idea to mock Trump right now? Yes, it is. Johnson and Trump have proven their stupidity in mishandling their country's response to the virus. Should I stay quiet about that? No, I shouldn't. You see, the whole idea of Cock of the Month is to highlight people's stupidity, whether they're great or small. Your point, America has a low count where Canada has a high count. Not true. At the time of writing your comment, America were miles ahead with cases and deaths. The Wuhan market has just opened up. Why didn't you talk about that? Well, the whole issue of wet markets being right or wrong should be a subject for another video, because that wasn't a concern of Cock of the Month on how USA and the UK were handling the virus. Your point, Canada has another death because Vancouver is in lockdown. So you're blaming that one death on lockdown. Newsflash, people are still going to die in lockdown. The whole idea of lockdown across the globe by different countries was to reduce the spread in that country and thus helping their health services not getting overwhelmed. Cock of the month is always a good idea, and that video was highlighting that Trump's only concern was his viewing figures. He literally called the virus a hoax at the start, and that's why he got called out about it. The next video on my list is the one entitled "Is Andrew Tate the Internet's Biggest Douchebag?" Now for some reason I seem to get a lot of hate from India, and I have absolutely no idea why, when I got comments like these. "You look creepy. Your voice could turn wine into piss. Pillock. I'm jealous of all the people who didn't watch this video." What's the betting they didn't watch the video, because a lot of these comments were repeated by various different counts. I have no idea why I pissed off India, and I guess I will never know. But one comment needs a shout out for this little gem. I actually saw this video through his Twitter feed, and that's why I watched it. This is the worst produced and edited and unoriginal video I've ever watched on YouTube. Most effeminate men, as you appear to be, will not understand where he's coming from at all. We men, on the other hand, live to the fullest, in all regards, and make no apologies for it. If you don't agree with anything he says, why not be a man to challenge him to a boxing match in a cage, or factually disapprove him? Whining and calling him a douchebag just goes to show how intellectually challenged you are. Oh well. Firstly, you clearly didn't watch the video, as I gave my opinions to his points in all the clips that I used. Secondly, why would I challenge him to a boxing match because I don't agree with him? That doesn't sound very intelligent to me. And thirdly, I do live my life to the fullest. I just don't use people to prove that I'm a man. And as for calling my video the worst produced, edited and unoriginal video on YouTube, clearly shows that you've not watched a lot of videos, because there are hundreds of videos out there more poorly edited than mine. My final video I'm looking at is the one I did on Lonely Desert Boy and his COVID conspiracy theories videos. It attracted a lot of his fans my way. The biggest conspiracy out there is the virus. The virus isn't a hoax, and here's why. Just for a second that the virus was a hoax and all the governments got together to hammer out the one world order, do you honestly think that Trump could keep his mouth shut about the whole thing? He couldn't, and that's why the virus is real. I don't know man, LDB might have link dropped you, but he does a lot of research and most of his videos are really good. I also think that masks and social distancing rules are a government mind job and not about public health. If they were, they wouldn't have flip-flopped. Bill Gates has paid off numerous heads of various countries to follow his scheme of keeping it dangerous so he can pass his COVID ID laws. COVIDpass.com is now a real thing. Plus his 7 billion vaccines will make him $200 billion. That's a fact. LDB proves this in his part 5 of his series and got removed from YouTube because it was too real and exposes WHO, and WHO is censoring many videos on YouTube right now. That's a fact. In the USA, the blue states of higher death counts lies from greedy hospitals who get $13,000 bonuses than the red states. That is because the blue states want to have mail voting in November the 3rd because they think they'll win. Another bad idea. So I'm with LDB on this one. I have never read so much twaddle in all my life. I'm pretty certain that some of my brain cells died reading that. So let's take a look at your points, shall we, and digest them. Masks and social distancing are not a government health job. The whole idea of wearing a mask is to protect people from the wearer, because if you have COVID-19, you do not show any symptoms for 2 weeks. So if you're standing next to someone with COVID-19 and they are not wearing a mask, they're going to infect you with their droplets. Would you want to stand next to someone without a mask on? I'm pretty certain you wouldn't. The attack on Bill Gates is totally unjustified, because that man has donated a lot of his wealth into combating the virus. The conspiracy theorists saying that he's behind it all is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because not one of you has any actual concrete proof that he's behind it all. Your point about WHO removing videos from YouTube is totally false. YouTube only remove those that are dangerously inaccurate. Lonely Desert Boy's video being removed does not prove that there's a dangerous conspiracy going on. Your point about blue states having more death counts than the red. Explain Florida then, because that had one of the highest death rates in any of the states across the USA. Also, Massachusetts also has a Republican governor, and that too is in the top 5 states that have been infected by the coronavirus. I think you didn't do a lot of research at all before you made your comment. You bang on about postal votes, but in a pandemic, that's a sensible option of what to do. The reason why Trump is frightened of the postal vote is because he knows his ratings are tanking and he's trying to cling on to power. This has got nothing to do with vote rigging whatsoever. So that's a selection of some of my comments I've had over the last few months. So what do you make to it all? Do you think they were too harsh, or do you think they were right? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, well, you know where the dislike button is. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section, and if you're new to my channel, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.